Hello,
And we're on air.
hello.
Hello, everybody, guys.
Hello,
Hey, so
hello.
guys, we're starting now a really, really good panel that we have here. People from all around the world. Some of them from Tel Aviv, some of them from Vilnius, and let's meet them one by one, and let's start. So let's start with my friend Saulius. Saulius is from Vilnius, from ConnectPay. ConnectPay, really, really good EMI, one of the best now in the industry, a leader and really experienced guy, 15 years already in the banking business. I've been with him last year in a panel in Sigma, and I'm really happy to have you also with me here today. So Saulius from ConnectPay, thank you so much for joining us. We can't hear you, Saulius. Cannot. Maybe this guy needs to fix. Okay, Saulius, we cannot hear you. Let's see if you can check the microphone. Okay, next coming up with us is Genia Gurevitz. Genia from my team, from Drihem & Co., head of payments and banking services. Thank you so much, Genia, for joining us in this session.
Pleasure being here.
Great. Genia, you and me, we have been preparing to go to Vilnius with flights and everything, and now that's our way of doing. I'm doing it in one office, you're doing it in another office, and that's it. Hopefully, next event in September, we'll be there physically and live, right?
Hopefully.
Saulius, are you okay now, Saulius? We cannot hear you, Saulius.
Maybe we should move on and then get back to him once he starts.
No problem. Okay, my friend from home, Mr. Boaz Gam.
Hello,
Mr.
hello.
Boaz Gam. Gam is also the word also in Hebrew. Boaz from PaynetEasy, already speaker in several events of European gaming. Boaz, how are you, my friend? How are you today?
Everything is fine, great. Lots of work, lots of business.
All from home now, Boaz?
Of course, from home.
Okay, very good. And if we're speaking about a home, one of the guys in the panel, which I can tell you has a really nice home, is Mr. Motti. Motti is also known as the industry king of PR. Okay, in the industry of financial services and crypto, he probably has one of the leading agencies, and he's been working with many other providers. And Motti is now also working from home. Boaz disappeared. Boaz?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, we disappeared. I thought you were speaking to your dog. Motti.
Yeah.
How are you today?
I'm doing very, very well. Shall I?
Very good. So let's start with Motti, and let's hope that also Assaf will join us. Motti, let me know more about, because you're quite a new face for our gaming industries. I want to hear about your company more and about yourself, and then we'll move over to the other participants.
Of course.
Let's start with you,
And
Motti.
with pleasure. So my name is Motti, and I'm the CEO of ReBlonde. The agency exists for 14 years. We are an award-winning PR agency. As you may know, PR starts and ends with relationships, and obviously we had a very, very long time to form and then nurture our relationships with the various media outlets and journalists, and now we're able to leverage and capitalize on it for the benefits of our clients. We work mostly with technology companies, from the biggest, such as Intel and Microsoft. We're also doing Spotify's PR, to mid-sized type companies such as Dayfrog and Viber and Zebra Medical Vision, to the tiniest of startups where the CEO is also the CTO, and just between you and I, he's also the secretary. And we know how to serve them all, from the biggest to the tiniest. We have a lot of experience with the gaming industry. We worked with 888, Playtika, and many other companies. And we're very excited. I'm very excited to participate in your panel.
Thank you so much, Motti. I was with Motti on stage in the Dan Hotel in Tel Aviv in a conference 2 years ago, I think, on decentralization. It was great. And I actually saw that many of the players there in the crypto, in the ICOs, lots of really big names, were all using the same firm, your firm. And I'm really happy to have you here in our gaming conference. So thank you so much for joining us, Motti.
With pleasure.
Saulius can hear us. Saulius, can we hear you now?
Yes, that's right. Can you hear me?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there was some kind of technical
Saulius has a very radiophonic voice. He sounds like a TV presenter.
Okay, great.
So
Thank you.
Saulius, tell us more about yourself and about ConnectPay.
Okay, good. ConnectPay as such is quite a company, but actually it was launched. It was created by the quite experienced bankers. It's very important to stress out that what we always try to say, that combining experience of our C-level employees exceeds 100 years. And it means that we try to put on the table our very comprehensive and a very broad conventional banking experience, and start working, with the, again, I would call them like the conventional industries, like the gaming industry or brokerage industry, and provide them with a quite, sophisticated and high-level payment services. We like to put into one basket our conventional banking experience and needs of the emerging needs of disruptive industries, for instance, like the e-gaming.
What I like, Saulius, I like that your idea in the company is banking made easy. You take a very serious and boring thing, banking, and actually you do make it easy. Your website is really cool. The application of opening an account with you is really intuitive, and that's something which I really like about your company.
Thank you. But banking is in the eyes of the beholder. There was banking in the 18th century, in 20th century. There was brick and mortar banking. We got the digital banking. And finally, we landed with the online banking. What we try to do, we try to, to put on the table and to give to our clients what we call online banking. That's totally new concept, but it's banking. It's already banking. It could be much more easy. It could be much more convenient for the customers, for their experience.
I see. Thank you so much, Saulius, for joining us. Thank you so much thank you. Boaz.
Hi, Tal.
Let me know more about who is Boaz Gam, what is PaynetEasy, what services do you provide?
Okay, PaynetEasy, we're a payment technology company. We've been around for about 15 years. Our core technology is a white label payment gateway, which we offer to banks, payment service providers, merchant meaning casino operators, forex companies that want to use a cashier, and we also are specializing in anti-theft, anti-lead theft technology to prevent sensitive data from getting stolen.
Boaz, there's lots of companies dealing with cyber, lots of companies dealing with payment technologies. What makes PaynetEasy so interesting in your eyes?
I think what makes us special is that we are not too big and not too small. We are big enough and experienced enough to provide services to companies from small ones to large ones, but we are small enough to do fast integration, customizations, and with flexibility that you cannot find with very, very large companies.
I can tell you in my eyes what I like. The product that I really like in your company is one that many of my clients now use. It's this lead protector or this LPS, this lead protecting system. Now, it's funny because when your team developed it, I don't think you were thinking about the corona and thinking that everybody will be working from home. But now when people are working from home, I think this is just became like a state of the art and industry standard, right?
Exactly. What we have seen since the starting of the corona pandemic is a huge demand for such kind of security solutions, so people can work from home in a secured way without the ability to steal the data. So both existing customers told us that it really saved them, and also new ones that we are now getting in specifically for this purpose.
I understand. Thank you so much, Boaz. Genia, I would want, probably not me, but probably most of the people here would like to hear more about yourself. And also, there are lots of lawyers out there. What makes you different? What makes your firm different?
Okay, well, first of all, I've been working with the team for the past, almost 5 years now, and it's, aside from feeling like family, it's feeling very professional, very oriented, very specified. I mean, in every business, essentially, not just in the gaming business, specialization is very important. Let's say you wouldn't go to a doctor that is also a dentist and veterinarian or a pediatrician. Doctors specialize in their practice for 10, 20 years and so on. And what I like about our office that we've been in the online industry and the gaming industry for nearly 2 decades, so it gives us the advantage, the knowledge, the tools to share with our clients. And, we're not, let's say, regular law practice who deals with everything. Law firms normally like to say they're one-stop shop. We don't do that stuff. We're very specific. We deal only with gaming. We serve the online industry, which is operators, affiliates, PSPs, EMIs. We're working with everyone who is centered in this industry.
Thank you so much, Genia. Thank you. Motti.
Yes, sir.
The same question I asked Boaz, and I know if we speak about PR, there are PR agencies working from the, car, or working from the Uber, or working from the coffee shop. And I know there are lots of PR agencies. Some of them are good. Some of them are even better. And I want to ask from you, what makes your team different than a PR?
Yeah, so as I told you previously in my introduction, PR starts and ends with relationships. And what makes us better is the fact that we are working very, very hard on nurturing our relationships with the various, journalists and media outlets. Also the fact that we are working with this very respectable portfolio of technology companies. As I said, some of them are very big and some of them are not as big, but still very talented and quite successful, allows me to bargain with the press. And let me explain to you. Let's say that I'm approaching an editor in TechCrunch or CoinDesk with a story about a company called XYZ. And the journalist is getting back to me saying, listen, Motti, I don't know, XYZ, it's a mediocre story. Okay, call me next week. I'm busy. So I'm probably going to get back to him saying, okay, I understand. So you don't like XYZ, but you do like Intel or Spotify. So I so happen to have an exclusive story coming for Spotify next week. So how about you do me a favor, pick up XYZ today, and I promise to give you that Spotify exclusive next week. So the fact that we are working with this absolutely amazing portfolio of companies allows me to bargain with the journalists, thus allowing our, not so-called tier one client to get sort of tier one coverage. If you get
understand. Can you speak more close to the microphone, Motti, because I can hear everybody well, and I'm feeling you like you're in a radio, on a far radio.
Now?
Yeah, now it's better. So if I understand correctly, Motti, the fact that you have clients all over the tech industry allows you to bargain with the credible news outlets.
Right? But not the fact that they're all over the tech industry, but rather the fact that they are successful companies of the kind that journalists and press editors are actually fighting over to get stories from. So the fact that I can actually provide them with stories that they desire allows me to bargain with them and get traction for companies that are not as desirable, if you get my point.
I understand. That's very nice. That's very unique. Saulius.
Yep.
Again, we spoke about banking, and you spoke about banking, and there are lots of, not only banking, let's even be unique. There are lots of EMIs out there, and I just read this morning the official report of the Central Bank of Lithuania, and actually your company had the largest leap. It's like, I think 600% or something crazy. And I want to understand, lots of EMIs there. Why even some EMIs, more EMIs here in this conference? I want to know what makes ConnectPay as a leading EMI different than the other competition in this sector.
Okay, good. I started the very important feature is really experience behind the C-level. It's a very important to stress out this. On the other hand, really, we cannot be generalistic like the big bank do everything what really we can do. And the initial idea was really to find areas where we can be really strong. And one of the areas what we found was, say, the gaming, online gambling, and stuff like this, and say services related to online gaming, online gambling. And mainly it was really just to step into the market, understand certain situations behind the market, behind the industry, and start providing them what they really been looking for. That was the core idea, And really, we've got quite important players. And really, it helped us to really improve the services, improve the client satisfaction, client's experience. Frankly speaking, we're quite niche, but quite sophisticated service provider for the certain industries. And for sure, on the top of the list, we have the gaming industry. for sure, this is like the 24/7. It's really totally around the clock. We've been dealing with many companies, mainly for sure, we have some kind of footprint in the European Union, but then when it comes to the rules, there are many jurisdictions. And this is some kind of continuous learning process. We learn out from them, and really we can start providing them what they'll be looking for. It's really very important. That's why we really can explain easily this tremendous growth of our business when it comes whether to income, so when it comes to the assets under management. And we've been approaching 100 million of assets. It seems to be that we're going to start operating as the real bank. For sure, we have in our plans, to apply for the banking license and to start operating as the conventional, the real bank, and provide all the banking services to this industry.
That can be okay. That can be a really, really exclusive thing that I heard here for the first time. That can be really cool. If ConnectPay will take its facilities and its ease of use and friendliness and be a real bank with a real banking license, that can be really, really nice. I think that many operators will be really happy for that, Saulius.
Yep. But it's really our destiny, to be a bank, because you cannot operate and fully get all the advantages under electronic money institution and handling with 100, 200 million of assets. It's really like you have all the banking features, and this really is like the interim situation. For sure, we still really can enjoy electronic money institution license. We can provide with all the services, the payment services, due to the very specific situation what we have here in Lithuania, like direct access to SEPA. We're supposed to have direct access to Target too, but definitely would like to be specialized bank, and to provide services. But for sure, we also keep under strict control. We have all our fingers on the ML compliance. It's some kind of, the state of the art to provide this specific industry with the requested services. And on the other hand, not to have any problems with the, regulatory framework or regulatory environment.
Sure. Yeah, you're speaking about regulator, and actually, Saulius, this is what leads me to the next topic, is compliance, actually. And compliance is interesting. It's relevant both to you as an AMI, as a bank, as a financial, also to Motti, also to Boaz, also to Genia. And I want to hear about compliance. Why compliance is so important nowadays to be successful. Motti, what do you think about this as someone who's dealing so much?
Can you repeat the question, Tal?
Sorry?
Can you repeat the question?
Sure.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you perfect. I'm asking you, why is compliance such a key factor nowadays for people in this market? Motti.
Well, compliance is always important in any sector and in any time. Otherwise, you will find law enforcement knocking on your doors, and that's never a preferred situation. And this is why many companies that I appreciate, employ your services and Genia services. From the PR perspective, it's always good to emphasize the fact that the company is regulated and fully compliant in order to ensure that the potential clients and users are comfortable using the platform, the system, or the product. So I vouch for it.
Yeah, actually, also in all the issue of advertising, there's all the idea of being fair advertising and non-deceptive advertising. And I think that in this industry, it's very important. You're dealing with money of people to make sure that all the advertising will be decent, will be compliant. There's all the ideas of GDPR, right? Boaz, your company actually also can help people to be compliant with GDPR, Boaz. Boaz?
Our product that protects private data really complements the requirements of GDPR, because the idea is not only to protect the data from getting stolen by thieves that want to capitalize on that, but also the fact that there are strict regulation of what will happen to you if you don't protect your customers' data, your private data thoroughly. And the same goes for payments. We have a very intensive payment system with lots of data, and it needs to be protected, again, according to GDPR. Other aspects of compliance, AML and stuff like that, are more relevant to our customers, the PSPs, and we can also integrate our system with some external providers of AML, anti-AML and other compliance requirements that could be integrated together with the payment technology.
I see. So if I understand correctly, also that's part of the compliance is actually something that your company is actually benefiting for that on the way of providing compliance services. If I understand correctly.
We are not providing compliance services, but we can integrate with such companies and add it as a package with the payment services.
Now I understand. To make sure that the company will be GDPR compliant.
Exactly.
Very nice. We have another guy joining us halfway through the panel, but that's good. I'm so happy to see Assaf that I can give him a virtual hug.
Technical problems.
Technical, that's fine. That's good. Assaf is actually far from us geographically, but not far in half. So this is Assaf Stieglitz. Assaf, you're an affiliate. Let us know more about your stuff, and then I want to hear about how compliance is actually affecting you, Assaf.
I'm Assaf, the CEO of odds1x2.com, an odds comparison company. From way back on 2003, we are operating on a B2B and a B2C through our affiliate network. Now, what was the question about regulatory?
No, we asked about compliance. Why compliance is so important? Why it's such a key element for anyone to be successful now?
I tell you, because currently operators are very strict about the behavior of the affiliates because they are liable to the behavior of the affiliates. Now, we are seeing some affiliates misbehave and promoting their brands without, in relation to the current pandemic, which is strictly against the terms and conditions, and operators are struggling heavily to cope with all these affiliates. And I think it's going to hurt us back as the good affiliates, let's say, because operators will trim some of the affiliate networks and maybe close some of the networks. And this is why the complying with the terms and conditions, and of course with the guidance for publishing stuff is so important.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Assaf. Thank you. So Assaf, you're now also working as an affiliate. You're also into sports. You're also into casino, right? What is your main focus nowadays?
We are heavily invested, let's say, in sports betting. So nowadays we suffered a big hit, but we are trying to think out of our comfort zones and enhance our casino initiatives that were neglected before. Nobody anticipated such a pandemic that will halt sport all over the world and will hurt us both B2B and B2C. And we are trying to do new things and come stronger for this period.
Understood. I agree with you. Thank you so much, Assaf. Genia, why is compliance such a key in your eyes?
Well, compliance is, it may sound like a big word, and it varies from one business to another. I mean, let's say if you're an operator, like Assaf mentioned, obviously certain rules and regulations apply, but not the same ones if, let's say, if you're a payment service provider. I mean, it's very, very, very specific. And my point connects with the one with what Motti said. If you don't want law enforcement knocking on your door, you should follow the let's say rule of conduct, which means do everything by the book. We believe in transparency and full disclosure. Everything needs to be by the book. You must never fraud your clients. You must always receive the money when they ask to. There are always certain regulations like GDPR and California Privacy Protection Act, which has its own different set of rules. And you have also the privacy laws, the anti-money laundering laws, counter-terrorism.
if I say correctly, Genia, you say compliance is the key also on the commercial side, because if you're not compliant,
Of course. If you're entering to do business, just to make a quick buck, to enter the market for 1 month, defraud everyone, and then just leave the market, then of course compliance is not an issue for you. But if you're aiming for the long run, you want your business to prosper, your employees to prosper, your clients to prosper, you must be compliant. And the compliance, basically what I'm saying is it ensures the longevity of your business, which means you'll stay much longer than your competition in the market.
Understood. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your thought. Thank you so much, Genia. Great. So I have your Assaf that we heard from you was the compliance. We heard about Saulius and from ConnectPay about his also long-term ideas and aims, maybe towards getting a full license of bank. And we heard from Motti on some of the techniques and the tips. How can he work as a leading PR agency with tech companies? We heard from Boaz from PaynetEasy. We heard from Genia from our payments team. And I'm really happy. I hope that you all the audience here can share with me the satisfaction from this event. It's like we're hearing from the morning, lots of good sessions. We still don't have each other physically. And there are people asking me, Tal, when are you doing the musical performance? I think that we'll leave it to the next event. But I think we'll all enjoy. Now we have our networking just started at 1:30. And I invite all of you to go to the lunch here and enjoy. And it was fun. And let's hope we'll meet face to face soon. Thank you, my friends.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tal. Thank you, Zoltan.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.